We returned to Steamtown to not only see the big boy, but to ride behind 26 and to see the Trolley Museum. Stick around because JQ 2000 starts right now. During my vacation last month, it was my last day in Pennsylvania. My family and I decided to visit Steamtown. Since the first time we visited to see UP Big Boy 4014, there was a huge crowd. The crowd was moderate, but there was a huge line to see inside the cab of Big Boy 4012. Luckily, I got to see 4014 again, but this time she was not under steam. Also, some of the diesels that operate in Steamtown were also on display, such as nickel plate Alco PA 190 and some of the Morristown and Erie's Alco diesels. We then headed to the station to ride the steam excursion called the Scranton Limited. Trains departing Steamtown depart on the left platform. The Trolley Museum departs on the right platform. Also, some of Steamtown's oldest locomotives were displayed, such as Canadian National 47, Canadian Pacific Jubilee Class 2929, Maine Central 280 549, and Nickel Plate 460 44. Pretty soon, the Scranton Limited excursion backs into the station. Pulling the train is Baldwin 060 number 26. Built in 1929 by our locomotive company, she has been in Steamtown ever since 1990, and she now pulls small excursions around the museum or even long excursions on the Steamtown main line. We boarded the train and entered the first coach behind 26. And with everyone on board, the Scranton Limited departs Steamtown.
And with those two whistles, we are now moving away from Steamtown National Historic Site onto the chaotic board. Again, I can't express this enough. We are really grateful that you're here today, especially for this remarkable occasion where two Union Pacific big boys are stationed and positioned right next to each other. Like siblings separated at birth, they were reunited, and we're grateful that you're here. Things to keep in mind on our train ride today. One of the oldest aspects of this National Park Service site.
Exiting the museum, we pass the yard with Steamtown's future restoration projects.
A bridge that expands over a portion of the rail yard. While admittedly that is not historic in nature, it does rest on the footprint of an old 1906 coal trestle. Similar in style and in structure and appearance, that structure would have allowed coal to be carted by a locomotive up the ramp, and then the coal contents would be emptied into the waiting tender of the locomotive down below. Not a perfect example, but think of it a little bit like the gasoline hundred of which were located or stationed right here in Scranton, Pennsylvania. They both had passenger and freight service that they provided for the region. Part of the reason the Delaware, Lackawanna, and Western set up shop right here in this part of the state was because 80% of the world's hard coal or anthracite is located in northeastern Pennsylvania. It burns a little bit more efficiently, a little bit cleaner, and it lasts a little bit longer. It's a great resource for powering the industry. The collection of locomotives that you see here at Steamtown National Historic Site once belonged to Nelson Blount. Nelson Blount was a wealthy individual capable of collecting real train equipment, often seen here in Steamtown. This is representative. He created a foundation and a site to showcase his collection in Bellow Falls, Vermont. It was known as Steamtown, USA. The collection would eventually relocate to Scranton, Pennsylvania in the early 1980s, and by 1986, by an act of Congress,
Our train soon passes the Scranton University and a row of freight cars. This area is a photo spot for rail fans filming the Steamtown excursions exiting the town. I love that.
to build your train lines, your tracks along the banks of streams and rivers. Because such bodies of water cut through the landscape, providing paths of least resistance, and made financial sense for railroads to build tracks along those banks. It's not to say that trees and rock weren't removed, but generally speaking,
Our train soon comes to a halt near the mouth of the Nay-Og Tunnel. This old tunnel is another famous hotspot for rail fans to film trains exiting the tunnel. This is as far as the Scranton Limited goes, as it heads backwards to Steamtown.
A few moments later.
The Scranton Limited was a lot of fun, but now let's go on a trolley ride from the Electric City Trolley Museum. Our trolley is Philadelphia Suburban Transit number 76, built in 1926 by the J.G. Brill Company for the city of Philadelphia. The museum has kept her original interior, featuring classic signs and advertisements. With everyone aboard, 76 begins her trip on the trolley line.
Mom, look out the window. There's an old Canadian Pacific. A really old one here. Right here. Look, Mom. This is the old Canadian train ride. That's the old train. Really old train. 99.
We eventually had to stop 2 times at some railroad crossings in order for the conductor to stop traffic.
Look, here comes a boxcar.
Today, run by General Dynamics. Still no.
Another railroad crossing.
With both crossings out of the way, 76 continues her trip.
This was an entrance to a working.
Yeah, but they had to get it out of the ground. They got the ground. Go under the hill to find it. So they could put it in a frame. That's how people got it out of the ground. Huh?
Left-hand side, that's Roaring Brook. Underneath of you, Step Falls is off in the distance. This is called the Gorge area of Scranton. In front of you is a tunnel.
We then entered the mile-long trolley tunnel. This is one of the oldest and longest trolley tunnels in Pennsylvania. It took me about 3 minutes to film the entire tunnel. After the tunnel, we then enter a residential area and then a beautiful lush forest.
tunnel now to head back. That's PNC Field in front of you.
Soon, our trolley arrives at the restoration shops, where it will turn around and head back to Scranton.
20 minutes later.
Trolley 76 arrives in Steamtown after another awesome journey. Steamtown is wonderful, and I can't wait to visit it again someday. Man, what an amazing day this was. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you are, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, what was your favorite part of the trip? See you next time!